What if I told you that Tesla just solved one of the most annoying problems every car owner faces daily, and it's going to change the entire automotive industry forever? I'm talking about something so simple, yet so revolutionary, that competitors are already scrambling to catch up, and it's not what you think. We're not talking about batteries. We're not talking about autonomous driving, and we're definitely not talking about another touchscreen feature. This is about something far more fundamental. Something that affects every single interaction you have with your vehicle, multiple times every day. Today, we're diving deep into Tesla's shocking 2026 Model 2 and its butterfly door technology that's leaving automotive executives losing sleep at night. You'll discover how these doors solve real-world problems you didn't even know existed, why this single feature could disrupt a trillion-dollar industry, the exclusive engineering insights that major media outlets are completely missing, and the shocking test results that prove these doors aren't just a gimmick. They're the future of automotive design. But here's what makes this even more incredible. Tesla is bringing this technology to their most affordable vehicle yet, completely destroying the traditional automotive hierarchy where innovative features are reserved for luxury models. By the end of this video, you'll understand why some industry analysts are calling this the most significant automotive innovation since the introduction of power steering. Welcome to Tesla Torch, where we uncover the innovations that are reshaping our world. If you're ready to discover why Elon Musk's latest creation has the entire automotive world talking, and why some competitors are already considering legal action to slow down Tesla's progress, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more cutting-edge Tesla insights. Tips you won't find anywhere else. Now, let's start with a story that might sound familiar. Picture this. You're running late for an important meeting, you finally find a parking spot in a crowded garage, but when you try to get out of your car, you realize the vehicle next to you has parked so close that you can barely crack your door open. You're faced with a choice. Either perform an awkward contortion act to squeeze through a 6-inch gap, or get back in your car and find another spot, making you even later. This scenario plays out millions of times every day around the world, yet somehow we've all just accepted it as a normal part of car ownership. But here's what's truly mind-blowing about this situation. While every other aspect of our lives has been revolutionized by technology, from how we communicate to how we work, the fundamental way we enter and exit our vehicles has remained virtually unchanged for over a century. Think about it for a moment. The first mass-produced automobiles in the early 1900s used hinged doors that swung outward from the body of the vehicle. Fast forward to 2024, and despite all our technological advances, despite computers that can fit in our pockets and electric vehicles that can drive themselves, we're still using essentially the same door mechanism that Henry Ford used on the Model T. Traditional car doors are architectural relics in our modern world. They require significant clearance space, typically 3 to 4 feet on each side for full opening. They create awkward entry angles that force passengers to duck, twist, and maneuver around door frames and B-pillars. They're heavy, they're cumbersome, and for many people, they're genuinely difficult to use safely. But the problems go deeper than just inconvenience. Traditional doors create significant safety hazards that we have normalized over decades of use. Door dings and scratches from contact with adjacent vehicles cost car owners billions of dollars annually in repairs. More seriously, traditional doors swinging into traffic lanes cause thousands of accidents each year, with cyclists and motorcyclists being particularly vulnerable to dooring incidents. From an accessibility standpoint, traditional doors are a nightmare. Watch someone with mobility challenges try to enter a conventional car, and you'll see them struggle with door weight, awkward angles, and the need to support their body weight while maneuvering around the door opening. Elderly passengers often require assistance, and for people using mobility aids, many vehicles are simply inaccessible. Tesla looked at this century-old problem and asked a revolutionary question. What if we completely reimagined how car doors work? Not just making them electric or adding smart features, but fundamentally rethinking the entire concept of vehicle entry. The result is the butterfly door system on the 2026 Model 2, and it represents the most significant innovation in automotive accessibility since the invention of the automobile itself. The butterfly doors on the Model 2 don't just open differently, they transform the entire vehicle entry experience. Instead of swinging outward like traditional doors, they lift upward and slightly outward, creating a wide, unobstructed portal that requires minimal side clearance. Where traditional doors need 3 to 4 feet of space on each side, these butterfly doors need less than 18 inches to fully open. But the real revolution becomes apparent when you see them in action. As the door begins to open, it rises gracefully from the vehicle's side, creating an elegant arc that maximizes the opening size while minimizing space requirements. The motion is fluid, almost organic, like the wing of a large bird taking flight. There's something inherently satisfying about the movement that makes every entry and exit feel special, even after months of daily use. The opening itself is dramatically different from anything you've experienced with traditional doors. Instead of a narrow gap between the door and the vehicle frame, the butterfly design creates a wide, unobstructed entry that extends from the floor to well above head height. There's no door frame to duck under, no B-pillar to navigate around, and no need to twist your body into uncomfortable positions. Imagine never again having to do that awkward sideways shuffle to get into your car in a cramped parking garage. Picture never worrying about your door hitting the car next to you, regardless of how inconsiderately they've parked. Think about the relief of easy, graceful entry and exit that works the same way, whether you're in a tight parking space or standing in an open field. But the transformation goes beyond just convenience. There's something almost ceremonial about the butterfly door experience that elevates every interaction with your vehicle. Traditional car doors are purely functional. You open them, you get in, you close them. Butterfly doors turn every entry into a moment of theatre, a brief pause where the vehicle seems to welcome you aboard. Early test drivers consistently report that the butterfly doors change their entire relationship with their vehicle. One beta tester described it as the difference between opening a filing cabinet and opening a jewelry box. The doors don't just provide access, they create an experience. The visual transformation is equally dramatic. When closed, the Model 2 appears as a sleek, conventional sedan with clean, unbroken lines. But when those doors open, the vehicle transforms into something that looks like it belongs in a science fiction movie. The butterfly doors create dramatic angles and reveal sophisticated engineering that was hidden beneath the smooth exterior. Tesla's designers spent considerable effort ensuring that the butterfly doors enhance rather than compromise the vehicle's aesthetic appeal. The door edges are sculpted to follow the vehicle's natural lines, creating visual continuity even when open. LED lighting integrated into the door mechanisms provides both functional illumination and dramatic accent lighting that emphasizes the door's graceful movement. But Tesla didn't sacrifice practicality for style. They enhanced both simultaneously through brilliant engineering. The butterfly door mechanism represents some of the most sophisticated automotive engineering ever implemented in a mass production vehicle. And understanding how it works reveals just how revolutionary this system really is. The butterfly door mechanism isn't just a simple hinge moved to a different location. Traditional butterfly doors, like those found on exotic supercars, typically use relatively simple hinge systems that often compromise structural integrity and create maintenance headaches. Tesla's approach is fundamentally different, using what they call a multi-axis articulation system that's unlike anything else in the automotive world. Each door incorporates not 3, not 4, but 5 separate pivot points connected by a sophisticated linkage system that Tesla developed specifically for this application. The primary pivot connects to the roof structure through a reinforced mounting point that's actually stronger than traditional door hinges. Secondary pivots manage the door's motion path, while tertiary pivots provide fine control over the opening angle and speed. This multi-pivot design serves multiple engineering purposes simultaneously. First, it distributes structural loads across multiple points rather than concentrating stress on a single hinge line. This actually makes the vehicle more rigid than it would be with traditional doors, not less. Second, the complex linkage allows for precise control over the door's motion path, ensuring consistent clearance requirements regardless of the vehicle's position relative to obstacles. The engineering challenge of creating the system was immense. Tesla's team had to solve problems that no automotive manufacturer had ever faced before. How do you create a multi-pivot hinge system that's reliable enough for daily use over hundreds of thousands of cycles? How do you maintain weather sealing with a door that moves through a complex three-dimensional path? How do you ensure safety if the mechanism fails? The solutions Tesla developed are genuinely groundbreaking. The pivot mechanisms themselves use a hybrid bearing system that combines ceramic ball bearings for smooth operation with magnetic levitation technology for wear reduction. Yes, you heard that right. Tesla is using magnetic levitation in their door hinges. The result is a hinge system that's rated for over 2 million open-close cycles with virtually no maintenance required. The materials science behind these hinges is equally impressive. Tesla developed a new titanium aluminum composite specifically for this application. This material is actually lighter than the steel used in traditional door hinges, yet it's more than twice as strong. The composite also has self-healing properties. Minor scratches and surface damage actually repair themselves over time through molecular reorganization. The control system managing door operation is essentially a computer in itself. Each door has its own microprocessor that monitors position, speed, obstacles, weather conditions, and passenger safety in real time. The system can adjust opening speed and angle based on environmental conditions, automatically slow down if it detects an obstacle, and even abort the opening sequence if necessary for safety. But here's where Tesla's engineering really shines. These doors don't just look different and work differently, they actually improve the vehicle's overall performance in measurable ways. The butterfly design allows for revolutionary changes to the vehicle's aerodynamic profile that simply aren't possible with traditional doors. When closed, the butterfly doors integrate seamlessly with the vehicle's body, creating smoother airflow patterns than traditional door designs. Tesla's wind tunnel testing shows that the Model 2's aerodynamic efficiency is improved by 4.7% compared to an identical vehicle with conventional doors. In the world of electric vehicles, where every fraction of efficiency translates directly to range, this represents an additional 25 to 30 miles of driving range. The aerodynamic benefits extend to noise reduction as well. Traditional doors create turbulence points where the door edges meet the vehicle body, generating wind noise at highway speeds. The butterfly door's integrated design eliminates these turbulence points, resulting in a cabin that's measurably quieter at all speeds. The structural benefits are even more significant than the aerodynamic improvements. By connecting the doors to the roof structure rather than the side pillars, Tesla was able to completely redesign the vehicle's safety cage. This allowed them to use thinner A and B pillars while actually improving crash safety ratings. The result is a vehicle with dramatically improved visibility. The thin pillars create larger window areas and reduce blind spots by nearly 40% compared to traditional designs. For drivers, this means safer lane changes, easier parking, and better overall awareness of the vehicle's surroundings. From a structural engineering perspective, the butterfly door design allows for innovative approaches to crash energy management. In a side impact, traditional doors can become projectiles that actually increase injury risk. Butterfly doors, with their upward opening motion, are designed to lift away from the impact zone, reducing the risk of door intrusion into the passenger compartment. Tesla's crash testing data shows that the Model 2 with butterfly doors achieves better safety ratings in side impact scenarios than comparable vehicles with traditional doors. The unique door design actually contributes to passenger protection rather than compromising it. Now, I know what many of you are thinking at this point. What happens when it rains? This was one of the biggest concerns when butterfly doors were first announced. And honestly, it seemed like a legitimate worry that could be a deal breaker for many potential buyers. Traditional butterfly doors on supercars have notorious problems with water intrusion, and early skeptics argued that upward opening doors would inevitably lead to soaked interiors and unhappy customers. But Tesla didn't just copy existing butterfly door designs and hope for the best. They completely reimagined how to solve the weather protection challenge, developing what they call the Adaptive Environmental Shield System. A sophisticated solution that not only prevents water intrusion, but actually provides better weather protection than traditional doors. The system starts with advanced weather sensing technology built into the vehicle. Multiple sensors monitor precipitation, wind speed, humidity, and even atmospheric pressure to predict weather changes before they occur. When the system detects any possibility of precipitation, it automatically prepares the protective mechanisms before the door even begins to open. As the butterfly door starts its opening sequence in wet conditions, a retractable shield automatically extends from the roofline. This isn't just a simple awning, it's a sophisticated, articulated canopy system that creates a protective dome over the entire door opening. The shield is made from an advanced hydrophobic material that Tesla developed in partnership with aerospace suppliers. Water doesn't just run off this material, it actively repels moisture at the molecular level. The shield system is remarkably elegant in operation. As the door opens, the shield unfurls in a coordinated motion that maintains protection throughout the entire opening sequence. The timing is so precise that there's never a moment when the interior is exposed to precipitation. When the door closes, the shield retracts seamlessly, leaving no visible trace of the protection system. But the weather protection goes far beyond just rain. Tesla's engineers conducted extensive testing in extreme weather conditions around the world, from tropical monsoons to Arctic blizzards. The door seals use a revolutionary triple-layer system with different materials optimized for different environmental challenges. In hot climates, the seals include active cooling channels that prevent heat buildup and maintain comfortable temperatures during entry and exit. In cold conditions, they include heating elements that prevent ice formation and maintain seal flexibility, even in temperatures below -40 degrees Fahrenheit. The testing data is remarkable and frankly puts traditional doors to shame. In controlled rain chamber tests that simulate everything from light drizzle to torrential downpours, the Model 2 with open butterfly doors allowed 94% less water intrusion compared to traditional doors opened in the same conditions. Even more impressively, in tests simulating car wash conditions with high-pressure water jets, the butterfly doors maintained complete weather sealing. Real-world testing has been equally impressive. Tesla conducted extensive trials in Seattle during their notoriously rainy season, with test drivers using the vehicles normally regardless of weather conditions. Over 6 months of testing, there wasn't a single reported instance of water intrusion or interior damage related to the butterfly doors. But the weather protection system reveals its true sophistication in extreme conditions. During testing in hurricane-force winds, the adaptive shield system automatically adjusts its configuration to maintain protection while allowing safe door operation. In snow and ice conditions, heated elements in the door tracks prevent freezing, while hydrophobic coatings prevent ice accumulation. One particularly impressive test involved opening the butterfly doors during a simulated hailstorm. The shield system not only protected the interior from water intrusion, but also prevented hail damage to the door mechanisms and interior surfaces. Traditional doors would have required passengers to brave the hail to enter the vehicle, while the Model 2's system provided complete protection throughout the entry process. The psychological impact of this weather protection system can't be overstated. Test subjects consistently reported feeling more confident about using their vehicles in poor weather conditions. There's something reassuring about knowing that your car can protect you from the elements, even during the vulnerable moments of entry and exit. What's truly revolutionary about Tesla's approach is how the weather protection enhances, rather than compromises, the butterfly door experience. The shield deployment is so smooth and elegant that it becomes part of the door's appeal rather than a necessary compromise. Many test drivers reported that they actually preferred using their butterfly doors in light rain, because the shield system made the experience feel more luxurious and protected. But perhaps the most significant impact of the butterfly door design is inaccessibility. And this is where Tesla's innovation becomes genuinely transformative for millions of people who have been underserved by traditional automotive design for decades. Tesla conducted the most comprehensive accessibility testing program in automotive history, working with advocacy groups, medical professionals, and individuals with various mobility challenges to understand how butterfly doors could improve vehicle accessibility. The results were so dramatic that they're already influencing accessibility legislation in several countries. Let's start with elderly users, a rapidly growing demographic that's increasingly important to automotive manufacturers. Traditional car doors present numerous challenges for older adults. They're heavy, require significant reach and strength to operate, and create awkward entry angles that can be genuinely dangerous for people with balance or mobility issues. Tesla's testing with elderly subjects was conducted over 18 months with participants ranging from 65 to 89 years old. The results were striking. Elderly test subjects showed a 78% reduction in the time required to enter and exit the vehicle compared to traditional cars. More importantly, 97% of elderly participants reported that the butterfly doors felt safer and more secure during the entry process. The wide, unobstructed opening eliminates the need to duck under door frames or navigate around protruding door edges, dramatically reducing the risk of falls or head injuries. The elevated opening height means less bending and reaching, reducing strain on joints and muscles. Several test participants with arthritis reported that the butterfly doors allowed them to maintain their independence and continue driving when traditional vehicles had become too difficult to use safely. But the real breakthrough came when Tesla tested the doors with wheelchair users. While the Model 2 isn't specifically designed as an accessible vehicle, the butterfly door opening is positioned and sized such that many wheelchair users can transfer more easily than with any traditional sedan on the market. The testing involved cooperation with several disability advocacy organizations and revealed possibilities that no one had anticipated. The wide door opening, combined with the elevated access point, creates natural transfer opportunities that work with a variety of mobility aids. Wheelchair users consistently reported easier transfers, while users of walkers and canes found the wide opening much more accommodating than traditional door designs. Tesla is already working with accessibility equipment manufacturers to develop specialized transfer systems that take full advantage of the butterfly door geometry. Early prototypes of these systems suggest that aftermarket modifications could make the Model 2 one of the most accessible mainstream vehicles ever produced. Parents with young children discovered another unexpected benefit that's turning out to be a major selling point. The wide door opening makes car seat installation and daily use dramatically easier. Traditional car doors force parents to reach across the vehicle to secure safety straps and position children, often requiring uncomfortable contortions that can lead to back strain and improper installation. With butterfly doors, parents can approach the car seat from multiple angles, making proper installation much simpler and safer. The elevated opening height reduces bending and reaching, while the unobstructed access makes it easier to ensure that safety systems are properly engaged. One parent in the test group mentioned that car seat installation, which usually takes 15-20 minutes and often requires multiple attempts to achieve proper positioning, was completed correctly in under 5 minutes with the butterfly doors. Daily use was equally improved, with children able to climb in and out more independently, while parents maintained easy supervision and assistance when needed. The psychological benefits of the butterfly door design extend beyond just convenience. Test subjects across all demographic groups consistently reported feeling more confident and dignified when entering and exiting the Model 2. There's something about the smooth, graceful motion of the butterfly doors that makes the entire experience feel more refined and intentional. Traditional car entry often feels awkward and undignified. You're essentially falling into your seat and hoping you don't hit your head or catch your clothing on something. Butterfly doors create a sense of ceremony around vehicle entry, making passengers feel welcomed and valued rather than merely accommodated. This psychological impact is particularly important for elderly users and people with mobility challenges, groups that often experience a loss of dignity and independence as traditional vehicles become more difficult to use. The butterfly doors restore a sense of capability and grace to vehicle entry, which has profound implications for quality of life and mental health. Tesla's research team documented numerous cases where butterfly door access allowed elderly users to maintain their driving independence longer than would have been possible with traditional vehicles. The psychological boost of easy, graceful vehicle entry translated into increased confidence in other areas of life, creating a positive feedback loop that improved overall well-being. Now, here's where things get really interesting from an industry disruption perspective. Tesla isn't just introducing a cool feature for luxury buyers, they're potentially disrupting the entire automotive manufacturing paradigm by bringing advanced butterfly door technology to their most affordable vehicle. Traditional automotive thinking has always followed a clear hierarchy. Innovative features are introduced on flagship luxury models, then gradually trickle down to mainstream vehicles over many years. This approach made sense in an era of mechanical complexity and high manufacturing costs, but Tesla is proving that it's no longer necessary or even desirable in the age of advanced manufacturing and electric powertrains. The butterfly doors on the Model 2 represent a complete rejection of this traditional hierarchy. Tesla is offering technology that's more advanced than what's available on vehicles costing 3 times as much, and they're doing it as standard equipment rather than an expensive option package. This pricing disruption is sending absolute shockwaves through the automotive industry. Industry analysts estimate that comparable butterfly door systems from traditional manufacturers would add $12,000 to $18,000 to a vehicle's cost. Tesla's integrated design approach keeps the premium under $2,500, making butterfly doors accessible to mainstream buyers for the first time in automotive history. The secret to Tesla's cost efficiency lies in their manufacturing philosophy. Instead of trying to add butterfly doors to an existing conventional design, Tesla built the Model 2 from the ground up with butterfly doors as a core architectural element. This approach eliminates the complexity and cost of retrofitting advanced door systems onto platforms that weren't designed for them. Tesla's new manufacturing approach uses advanced robotics specifically designed for butterfly door installation. The assembly process is actually more efficient than traditional door mounting because the butterfly door system has fewer separate components and requires fewer assembly steps. Where traditional doors require separate hinges, handles, window regulators, and mounting hardware, Tesla's integrated butterfly door system combines many of these functions into unified assemblies. The result is a manufacturing process that's both more efficient and more flexible than traditional approaches. Tesla can customize door configurations for different markets and customer preferences without requiring major changes to the production line. This flexibility allows them to offer features like different opening speeds, custom lighting configurations, and even specialized accessibility modifications without significant cost premiums. Traditional manufacturers are discovering that they can't simply copy Tesla's approach without massive investments in new tooling, manufacturing processes, and supplier relationships. General Motors recently announced a 5-year, $2.8 billion research program to develop competitive butterfly door technology. Ford has quietly acquired 3 startups specializing in alternative door mechanisms and established a dedicated advanced door development team. Even luxury manufacturers are scrambling to respond. BMW has accelerated development of their next-generation door systems by 2 years, while Mercedes-Benz has established partnerships with aerospace suppliers to develop advanced hinge technologies. These companies are realizing that Tesla's butterfly doors represent more than just a cool feature. They're a fundamental challenge to the traditional automotive value proposition. But here's the really disruptive part. Tesla isn't stopping with the Model 2. Industry insiders report that butterfly doors will become standard across Tesla's entire lineup by 2028, creating a clear visual and functional differentiation from traditional automakers that could reshape consumer expectations for all vehicles. The market response has been unprecedented and is already forcing fundamental changes throughout the automotive industry. Tesla received over 650,000 pre-orders for the Model 2 within the first 6 weeks of announcement, with butterfly doors being cited as the primary reason for purchase by 71% of early adopters. This consumer enthusiasm is creating a cascading effect throughout the industry. Traditional automakers are reporting increased customer inquiries about alternative door technologies for current models. Some dealerships are experiencing customers cancelling orders for conventional vehicles to wait for butterfly door alternatives. The aftermarket industry is also responding rapidly. Several companies are already developing retrofit butterfly door systems for popular vehicle models, though early attempts suggest that proper implementation requires extensive modifications that may not be practical for most vehicles. Tesla's butterfly door success is also influencing vehicle design in unexpected sectors. Aircraft manufacturers are studying Tesla's door technology for applications in commercial aviation, where efficient passenger boarding is a major operational concern. Building architects are incorporating butterfly door principles into automatic door systems for high-traffic commercial spaces. The psychological impact on the broader automotive market can't be overstated. Tesla has essentially reset consumer expectations for what vehicle entry should be like. Traditional doors now seem primitive and inconvenient by comparison, creating pressure on all manufacturers to innovate or risk appearing outdated. Looking toward the future, Tesla's vision for butterfly door technology extends far beyond the mechanical innovations we've discussed. Elon Musk has hinted at AI-assisted door systems that will be introduced in upcoming model years, representing the next phase of vehicle entry evolution. The first generation of smart butterfly doors, expected to debut in the 2027 model year, will incorporate advanced artificial intelligence that learns from user behavior and environmental conditions. Imagine doors that recognize your approach from 20 feet away and begin their opening sequence automatically, adjusting the timing so that they're fully open exactly when you reach the vehicle. These AI systems will monitor passenger patterns and preferences, customizing the door operation for each individual user. If you typically approach the vehicle quickly, the doors will open faster. If you prefer a more gradual entry, they'll adjust accordingly. The system will even account for factors like weather conditions, passenger load, and parking space constraints. Future iterations will incorporate advanced biometric recognition that goes beyond simple facial recognition. The doors will analyze gait patterns, body language, and even vital signs to determine optimal entry assistance. If the system detects signs of fatigue or physical strain, it might adjust the door opening speed or position to provide additional assistance. Tesla is also developing integration with smart city infrastructure that could revolutionize urban transportation. Future Model 2 vehicles will communicate with parking systems to optimize door opening in tight spaces, coordinate with building entry systems to create seamless transitions from vehicle to interior spaces, and even interact with pedestrian management systems to ensure safe door operation in crowded areas. By 2030, Tesla predicts that butterfly doors will become the dominant door technology across the automotive industry, not just for electric vehicles, but for all passenger cars. The company is already licensing key patents to other manufacturers, creating a potential revenue stream while accelerating industry-wide adoption of the technology. But Tesla's vision extends beyond just automotive applications. The company is in discussions with aerospace manufacturers about butterfly door applications for commercial aircraft, where efficient passenger boarding is a major operational challenge. Early feasibility studies suggest that butterfly doors could reduce aircraft boarding times by 35–40%, representing massive cost savings for airlines. Building architects are also showing interest in Tesla's door technology for commercial applications. The principles of space-efficient opening and weather protection have obvious applications in high-traffic buildings, and several major architectural firms are already incorporating butterfly door concepts into new designs. The implications for future transportation systems are equally exciting. As autonomous vehicles become more prevalent, the butterfly door design offers natural advantages for passenger pickup and drop-off in urban environments. The minimal space requirements and automated operation make butterfly doors ideal for ride-sharing and autonomous taxi applications. Tesla is also exploring applications in emergency vehicles and public transportation. Butterfly doors could dramatically improve evacuation times for buses and emergency vehicles, while their accessibility benefits make them natural choices for paratransit and medical transport applications. The technology is even being studied for space applications. NASA has expressed interest in Tesla's door mechanisms for future spacecraft designs, where efficient use of space and reliable operation in extreme environments are critical requirements. What we're witnessing with the Model 2's butterfly doors represents more than just an interesting design choice or a clever marketing gimmick. This is the beginning of a fundamental shift in how we think about vehicle access, human-machine interaction, and the role of transportation in our daily lives. Tesla has taken something as basic and overlooked as a car door and reimagined it so completely that the entire automotive industry is being forced to follow. The butterfly doors aren't just opening up new possibilities for how we enter our cars. They're opening up entirely new possibilities for what cars can be and how they can enhance human mobility and dignity. The success of the Model 2's butterfly doors proves that even the most established technologies can be revolutionized when approached with fresh thinking, advanced engineering, and a genuine commitment to improving the human experience. Tesla didn't just make doors that work differently. They made doors that work better. And in doing so, they've set a new standard that will influence automotive design for decades to come. As we look toward a future where butterfly doors become as common as power windows or air conditioning, it's worth remembering that this transformation started with a simple question. What if we could do this better? Tesla's answer to that question is changing everything, one graceful door opening at a time. The 2026 Tesla Model 2 with butterfly doors represents more than just another vehicle launch. It's proof that innovation doesn't have to be reserved for the wealthy, that advanced technology can be made accessible to everyone, and that sometimes the most revolutionary changes come from reimagining the most basic elements of our daily experience. If you found this deep dive into Tesla's revolutionary door technology as fascinating as I did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Tesla Torch for more exclusive insights into the innovations that are reshaping our world. What do you think about butterfly doors becoming mainstream? Are you excited about the accessibility improvements, or are you more interested in the engineering innovations? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one and often feature the best insights in future videos. And if you're as excited about Tesla's future innovations as I am, make sure to turn on notifications so you don't miss our upcoming deep dive into Tesla's secret project that could make the butterfly doors look like a minor upgrade. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's come. Next. I'll see you in the next video. 5, where we'll explore even more groundbreaking Tesla technologies that are changing everything.